welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've posted a video. Been very busy with other stuff and I'm not had a chance to post any new content, and sorry about that, but we're back now, and hopefully you'll enjoy this this video. This video is about a great, absolutely great guitar, and I'll just go ahead and say it, probably one of the best guitars, actually the best guitar I think I've ever had to date. And so I hope you enjoy this video, and we're just going to go ahead and dive into this just incredible guitar here. Hopefully you could tell that in just the opening song there that I played, or just picking around there. But anyways, this guitar is a Huss Dalton RDR. So it's a Huss Dalton. They're out of Stanton, Virginia. They're a boutique acoustic guitar maker, and I believe they even make an electric guitar now. But they make anywhere between 250 to 350 guitars a year. So very low output compared to Martin, Taylor, Gibson, all the major manufacturers. But what you're getting is every guitar gets a lot of attention to detail that Martins, Taylors, and Gibsons just don't get because of the volume they pump out. So with that comes much better build, fit and finish. Sound is better generally. Just everything about it is a step or two above a standard production guitar. Certainly, I'm sure there's some that maybe are not as up to par, but I really find that you don't have that problem with boutique guitars as much as you do with a mass manufactured guitar like Martin, Taylor, or Gibson. But this guitar is just incredible. I got it about a week ago now, I think, maybe a week and a half, and got lucky to get it too. I just happened to be surfing my local music shop's website. I saw it up for sale. I called them up, put it on hold, and because I wanted to try it. I had never played a Huss Dalton up until this time. I've heard many great things about them, of the high quality of care they use to put these instruments together and the attention to detail, and I can say all of that's true just from picking up this instrument. Their customer service is excellent, by the way, as well. I contacted them to get the specs on this guitar because I couldn't quite find them on the internet, and the videos that are out there on this guitar, the sound quality kind of doesn't give you a good idea of what it actually sounds like. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this video, is because there's not very many videos on this guitar, and the ones that are, the sound isn't necessarily something you can make a good judgment from. So hopefully we can change that with this video. But again, this is the Huss Dalton RDR. It stands for it's the Road series. It's a dreadnought body shape, obviously, and it's a rosewood back and sides is what this is. The Road series was intended to be a little more affordable option to get into one of their guitars. It's still pretty high end as far as cost, but compared to some of their other models, it's definitely gets you into the ballpark a lot easier than going for one of their other models. But this by no means do they cut any corners as far as quality or anything. This is still a true Huss Dalton guitar. Same construction, same everything, minus just a few small details that we'll go over here in a second. But the sound out of this guitar is just incredible. It's very articulate, very clear. Every note rings out in the chord, and also when you're doing little lead lines here, I mean, it just you hear every note. It's incredible. Every other guitar I've had, I thought was clear and very articulate. It's not even close to what this thing does. It's like, wow, it's like the blanket was lifted off of the instrument, and it just produces. It doesn't take very much to get volume out of this thing. I'm hardly strumming. It may look like I am, but I'm not. And it's just producing an enormous amount of sound. And hopefully I don't clip the mic with that. Sometimes it's hard to do. But this is just a very well-built guitar. It's very light for rosewood. Usually rosewood tends to be a little heavier. Not in this case. This to me is quite a bit lighter than some of the other rosewood guitars I've had, and I love that. I love it. I love having the lightest instrument possible. So Like I mentioned earlier, I emailed Huss Dalton to get some specs from them because I couldn't find anything on the internet. So I emailed them, and I'm going to read to you guys what they sent to me. And by the way, they have great customer service, like I mentioned earlier. I sent them an email, and they got back with me within a few days. And so this is what they said. They said, thanks for your inquiry and buying one of our guitars. Your RDR was a limited production model built for a short time during that era and is no longer available at this time. And I'll stop right there. This is a 2016. It's my understanding that they started the Road series in 2012, and they made 100 guitars from the first initial batch. And I think they started up again in 2016 and made another limited amount of guitars. And I don't know what the actual number was for the second batch, but this is out of the second batch of Road series guitars. They also have an OM Road series available as well. So you have a Dreadnought and an OM. So back to the email. It says the retail price at the time was just under $3,000. That particular model was stock with the following specs, and I'm going to list the specs right now. Flat top construction. The reason they mentioned that is because some Huss Dalton models have a radiused top. That's something that's unique to Huss Dalton that they do. But this one is a true flat top construction. You have a Sitka spruce top with ivoroid rosette. You have black body binding with white top purfling. Okay, you have a pearl dot fingerboard inlay, which you can see right there, little dots there. You have a 1/23/32 nut width, and you have a 2 through 7/32 saddle spacing. Hopefully I read those fractions right. I'm not a math genius. You have a rosewood fingerboard right here, bridge, and peghead veneer. So all of that's rosewood. So that's one of the bigger differences. In the other Huss Dalton guitars, they use ebony fretboard and bridge, and I believe probably ebony head plate as well. I'm not sure on that though. So that's one of the big differences. Saves a little bit of cost there, I would imagine. We have traditional peghead shape, very much like the Martin, traditional Martin headstock. Okay. You have Clouson style Goto Tuners, which are great, by the way. They're great tuners. You have a bone nut and saddle, ebony bridge pins, and these bridge pins right here have looks like abalone dots in them. You have a tortoise pick guard, and the biggest difference right here that I'm about to tell you is they're about to say here is a matte finish on the back and sides. So the back and sides, you have the top that's gloss, as you can kind of tell there from the reflections, okay? But on the back and sides, you have a gloss finish. And that's where they save a lot of time and money there by not having to apply a gloss coating and buffing that out several times. And it's a very meticulous process, so they save a lot of money that way, manufacturing the guitar by just going with a gloss top, and the rest are satin back and sides. So that's where you're getting the main differences in this guitar is that most other Huss Daltons are all gloss all the way around, and that takes a lot more time, which equates to more money that you have to spend on your end for that time. Okay, so that's one of the main differences. Everything else is pretty much the same. I don't really know of anything else that is much different than their traditional Dreadnought in rosewood. I think it's the TDR is what that is, and there's not much difference in this at all, other than just I think it's more cosmetic than anything is what it is. As far as builds, I think you're getting the same construction. These are Adirondack red spruce bracing on here, and they're all Adirondack bracing. Huss Dalton uses that on every one of their guitars. And I think that really helps with the tone. I've never had a guitar with red spruce bracing, but I really liked this one. So the red spruce bracing with the Sitka top, good combination. Really like it a lot, and I think you will too. So that is the same across the board on every guitar they make. And they also use I believe it's a bolt-on neck as well. which Collings does that. I know a lot of boutique manufacturers do that. So that's not anything to hold your nose up at or anything like that. This guitar sustains for days. Sounds incredible. You can feel it. You can feel the vibrations translating throughout the neck and the body, unlike any other guitar that I've had before, even those with dovetail neck joints. So don't let that discourage you from buying one of these. Let me finish with the specs here. Well, the last one is that comes with a black hard shell case. It's just the standard generic TKL arch top case. So it's a nice case. Doesn't fit it perfectly because I think it's sized to fit a variety of different dreadnought sizes. But it is a nice case. It works well, and it's nice to have that with it. And just for those of you who don't know, the truss rod size for this is 9/64. So if you're ever looking for a truss rod, if you have one of these or any other Huss Dalton, I believe they're the same. So that's what they sent me. I'm sure there's more specs to it, but that's what they sent me from the factory, and I appreciate them for doing that. And I appreciate them for making just a fantastic, fantastic guitar, and I'm happy to own this thing. So, you know, like I said, rosewood back and sides, Sitka spruce top, bone nut, bone saddle. Has all the makings for a great, great guitar. This thing is just incredible. So I'm just going to stop talking and I'm going to keep playing some more so you guys can hear this just great, great guitar. So here we go. Sorry about that. I think my camera ran out of memory, so let me just pick up where I left off here. So I was saying that I installed a LR Baggs Lyric pickup in here, which is just the condenser microphone that goes underneath the bridge plate or attaches onto the bridge plate. I did that because where the guitar shop where I bought this, they set it up for me, and I really like the setup, and I didn't want to mess with that by putting an undersaddle pickup underneath it. So I decided to go with the Lyric, and it just sounds incredible. That works very well with it, and I'm very pleased with that. So let me get some more playing going here so you guys can hear the guitar. And so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start with the capo since, or go ahead and let you guys hear it with the capo, hear what you guys think of it. Because this thing has a lot of different tone out of this thing. You can get a lot of tones out of this thing. It's just so articulate. I just can't get over how articulate it is and how resonant it is, and it sustains forever. Let me take the capo off and do some finger picking. Kind of hear what that sounds like. excels at finger picking too, guys. There's not really anything this guitar can't do. I hate to say it's perfect, but for me it is. It's about the perfect guitar. I can't think of any negatives on it. Maybe the only thing that'd be a negative to you would be the neck profile. It is a V-shaped neck. It's not like terribly. It's not a terribly sharp V-neck. I really like this profile actually. At first I didn't, but then as I started playing it more, I was like, man, I like this, and I went back to my D18, and that doesn't have a V-shaped, and actually I prefer the V-shape of this Huss Dalton over the Martin, and it's very comfortable. It allows me to get my thumb up over the fretboard there a lot easier. It's just an outstanding guitar, guys. If you can get your hands on a Huss Dalton RDR or any of the Road series, they have OMs as well. Do it. They're probably hard to find just because there wasn't very many of them made, but if you can get your hands on one, do it. You will not be disappointed. Let me play you guys out, and then I'll let you guys go. And there it is, guys, the Huss Dalton RDR. Like and subscribe to the channel to see more of these videos, and hopefully we'll get some more content out to you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this guitar, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Y'all have a good one, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.